It was nearly midnight when Mira slipped into the building, cardboard coffee tray in hand, heels barely whispering across the polished floor. The world outside was silent, softened by the hush of the late hour, the kind of quiet reserved for secrets and shattered hearts. She breathed in the familiar scent of her company, letting it fill her chest as she padded toward the office she knew too well. The elevator chimed, echoing in the marble lobby. Mira smiled to herself, clutching the tray. She imagined the look of surprise on Ethan's face when she handed him his favorite double espresso, steaming and perfect. He always stayed late during audits, and she had teased him that he worked harder than any VP she'd ever hired. But tonight, she wanted him to know someone saw that effort. The hallway was dim, lit only by security lighting and the low hum of electronics. Only one office glowed with life behind a frosted glass door, his. Inside, the laughter was soft, muffled, not Ethan's, not hers. She saw first a shock of blonde hair, then delicate hands twisted in his collar. There was movement, quick, intimate, a slender figure perched on Ethan's lap, her back arched in delight. It was Olivia, the intern, 6 weeks into the program, eager, hungry, bright-eyed. Ethan's hands were at her hips. His lips found her neck. They hadn't seen Mira in the doorway, haven't stopped to wonder who might be watching. Shock splintered through Mira, so sharp she didn't feel the burn of scalding coffee as she squeezed the cup. The coffee fell, crashing to the floor, splattering her shoes and the expensive carpet in bitter black stains. Both Ethan and Olivia froze. Olivia scrambled away, shame coloring her cheeks. Ethan's face drained to gray. But Mira couldn't look at him. Not yet. Her heart thundered against her ribs, pain blooming where love had been. Her mind tried, failed, to make sense of anything but the cold betrayal in front of her. She remembered every late night they'd shared, all his words about commitment and building something real. Now, she saw only the falseness, the manipulation, the entitlement in his eyes as he finally met hers. There was a moment, a sliver of eternity, where all three of them hovered in silence. Olivia's eyes were bright with tears, but Mira had none, not yet. Her fury was too raw, her pride too wounded. She stood, tall and unshakable, shoulders squared with the authority people rarely saw in her stillness. Ethan stammered, tried for damage control, a sorry excuse, a half-hearted apology, and...
"It's not what you think."
But she was already turning away, her heart cold and resolute. In that electric moment, everything became clear. He didn't know, none of them knew, the depth of her power here. Owner of every desk, every payroll check signed with her name, every future riding on her decisions. He had mistaken kindness for submission, love for naivety. He hadn't considered the consequences of disrespecting not just her heart, but her throne. As she walked out, the pain howled inside her, but Mira straightened, refusing to show the shambles he'd made of her trust. Later, the tears would come in waves, hot, silent, private. But now, vengeance was steadier than heartbreak. His world was about to crumble, not only because of infidelity, but because he had underestimated her. Ethan did not know it yet, but the late shift had ended. She'd built this empire stone by stone, sacrifice by sacrifice. She would not let anyone diminish her, especially not the man who failed to value what he could never truly possess. Come morning, everything would change, and he would lose it all. And Mira, hurt but unbroken, would rise stronger, her heart still hers alone.